Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Garcia wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Boise State.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these 2 programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these 2 teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Garcia to pass. Looking deep. Brings it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Spartans.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, first down. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Glover. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementary quarterback to this offense.
The Spartans will hustle to the line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally.
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. On the run, it's Carter. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How how do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bates. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Riley. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Michigan State, 14. Boise State, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
I gotta say, watching this guy run is giving me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Garcia wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Smarty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that. If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Snatches it on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Garcia to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Coming after it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to add another. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They march 78 yards down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot and see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Number 0.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Tosses it back. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard-hitting tackle.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that. Flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapted. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Spartans have this offense rolling. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Garcia wants to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. He'll try to add another to. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boise State, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. That's caught. It's Riley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold.
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan State 43, Boise State 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Riley. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Oh, picked off. Powers through. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy to scoop score 2 points the other way.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No,
and the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
and that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your drill.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Complete out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Got the back over the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fired. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Wants to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He wants to pass it on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Going up top on first down. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He wants to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Sometimes people put too much stock in a higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. And they're making a statement here today, David.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb. The belief starts to climb. The pressure will climb as well, but this is a good statement day for this team.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.